Hey YouTube, Untamed here. So, I figured I would share this beautiful sight with you and kind of give you guys that side-by-side look of the difference between Cement Gray and Lunar Rock here. So a lot of controversy surrounding this color here. I mean, people either love it or they absolutely hate it is what I'm seeing. But then again, I don't know. I feel like that's been the case with a lot of TRD Pro exclusive colors, you know, over the years. People, they tend to hate them when they see them on video or, you know, or pictures of it. But then when you see it in person, it does look a lot better. And I don't know, obviously I have a bias, but I think this is no exception to that. I think it looks beautiful in person. Because it is kind of overcast, kind of day, raining out, you know, it does look darker. I have seen this color in bright sunny days, and it does look a little bit more green. It has a little bit more of a greenish hue to it, if you will. But I personally think this looks amazing. Is it better than Army Green? I don't know. Army Green was super special for sure. So the thing I like about this one, and maybe it's only me who kind of thinks like this, but the thing I like about this particular Tundra TRD Pro in this color is, as you guys know, the next model year will be the new full redesign of the Tundra, and they're getting rid of that V8, right? They're getting rid of that 5.7 liter V8 and replacing it with probably, you know, twin turbo V6 variety, right? Or a turbo variety V6. So I like the fact that this is going to be the last year that the Tundra actually gets an exclusive color on this actual platform, if that makes sense, right? So I mean, next year they tend to follow, you know, the subsequent years they tend to follow with being able to get that cool exclusive color on the Tacoma, on the Tundra the next year, whereas they won't be able to do that with this particular body style next year, if that makes sense at all. So I kind of like that idea. Anyways, I'll give you some close-up looks. Love that headlight design, you guys know. Beautiful front grille with the Toyota safety sensor, the radar right up front, with the rigid industry fog lamps down below. Love those BBS wheels. The tires, not so much, which is why those are always a quick thing to swap out. Of course, blacked out badging, standard with the Pros. The Predator tube steps here. You guys are gonna love it when you see the price tag on it, because they are running an ADM on it. I love the TRD Pro embossed in the bed here, because we're back at that place. So I'll show you the window sticker. The only thing magic about this dealership is they make the money in your bank account disappear faster than it should, because they run that freaking $8,000 markup. People, please do not pay this, and don't even entertain a dealership that does, okay? I mean it. If you find yourself in a position where you're considering paying a markup to a dealer because they're trying to tell you how special it is and how rare it is, don't fall for that crap. I mean, message me, please, message me on like my Instagram before you pull the trigger on something like this. I don't care how much money you have, you should not be paying $8,000 more, no matter how much money you have. You know, think of it this way: if you message me, I'll link you a dealership or two that I'm not associated with, that I know for a fact will be able to hook you up at MSRP, even if it's just one state over. And that tends to be the case. That tends to be the case out here in Washington. You know, a lot of them run these markups because a lot of people have a lot of money and they don't really know too much to do. They don't even know what to do with it, right? So, but really, all they have to do is look one state over in Idaho, or even Eastern Oregon, or even into Montana a little bit, Utah. They all sell them for MSRP, but like they refuse to look one state over, just because maybe it's a huge inconvenience. But even shipping it, if you were just to call them and buy it, shipping the vehicle to you will take no more than a week. It'll cost probably no more than $1,500, no more than that. We're probably talking like $1,000 to ship it to you to your doorstep. So it's definitely worthwhile. And if you want to if you're having a hard time finding a dealer to sell it to you for MSRP, you're not looking that hard, if I'm being honest. But go and shoot me a message and I will link you a dealer that will sell it to you for MSRP. So please, people, do not fall for this stuff. do love it though. Sorry, I'll end my rant there on the markups, but I think it does look sleek. This particular one does not have, I actually can't see, yeah, it does not have the bed liner. So yeah, you would think for the additional 8,000 they would have thrown that in, but gosh. Anyways, can I give you a glimpse of what the rear suspension looks like? Here's that TRD catback exhaust, dual exhaust. A little windy out here today. It's starting to feel a little bit like Wyoming. I just love it. And the fact that it's going to be the last of the V8 is pretty cool. You know, I won't go on too much longer about that, but you know, this particular 5.7 liter V8 is tried and true and tested. It goes 500,000 miles with very little issue, right, or more. You know, this particular V8 compared to the Land Cruiser V8 is assembled in, I believe, Alabama, where the V8 that goes within the Land Cruiser, same V8, but it receives a lot more scrutiny in the inspection process and refinement in QC process, and that is in Toyota's plant out in Japan. So same exact engine, but I think they receive a little bit more ridicule and like I said, QC out there in Japan. All right, guys. Well, I will step back one more time and kind of give you that side-by-side look of the Cement Gray compared to the Lunar Rock here, and tell me your honest thoughts on it. And which color would you prefer still? A lot of people, they love cement, and it's hard for them to make the adjustment over to the new Lunar Rock just because a little too green, if you will. And the fact that they put it on the RAV4 doesn't give it too many cool points, unfortunately. So, but yeah, no new additions for the Tundra at large. If I understand it correctly, it's all the same. I'll back up here, you can see both of them one more time. Again, I think it's a win-win, no matter which direction you were to go. All right, guys. Well, as always, I appreciate you watching, and we'll wrap up the video there. Thanks.